Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brandi. I'm a 29-year-old blue-collar wife. I'm down 70 pounds on a journey to lose about 50 or so more pounds. I've done it all completely naturally, just through a calorie deficit, portion control, and moving my body. I live full-time in my 2024 Flagstaff Classic fifth wheel with my husband and our two dogs. I have a Doberman named Loki and a Pomeranian named Buddy. We travel as much as we can, and we sold it all to live full-time in a camper May of 2024. This morning, y'all, we got the Winter Wonderland Alani Nu, okay? I used to drink Alani's every single day, the peach one specifically, or the cherry twist, but the peach one is my favorite. And I wanted to try the Winter Wonderland because I do not drink Alani's every single day anymore. It's very rare that I have an energy drink. But they had Alani's on sale at Kroger, so I did get me a 6-pack of the peach, and then I got me 2 of the Winter Wonderland. But I'll probably save one of the Winter Wonderlands for my husband for when he gets home from work. But yes, let's crack her open. If I can get it. Well, shoot. What is going on? There we go. I dropped this one last night when I was going into the house, so. Very good. If you've tried this flavor, let me know. This is 15 calories. Today's going to be a what I eat in a day vlog style. It's 6:40 a.m. right now. I've got my first tumbler of water here, and like I said, my Alani. I'm letting my Jeep heat up. I've got a couple of things I want to get edited really quick to post on TikTok and Instagram. So I'm going to do that, and we will be on our way to the gym. I know I'm going to get on the treadmill for sure, do cardio, and then I may just do like a full workout, like a full body set. So I may just go on the machines and things like that, because that's better than nothing. If you're intimidated to go into the gym as a bigger person, I don't think I said in the beginning of the video, what used to be 300 pounds, a little over it, and I'm currently 238. I have always just had the mindset of like, you know, I'm meant to take up space just like anybody else in that gym is. And I went to, there's 2 different gyms that are local to me. I went to one for a little over a year, and I just felt like the people were looking at me, judging me, all this. So I was like, I'm going to go to the more expensive gym, and I want to see if I have a different result. And I did. And I'm not saying that just because you go to a more expensive gym in your neighborhood, then, or your community, then you're going to have a better result. But literally nobody knows that I'm even there in that gym. Like, they're so shoved up their own ass and looking at their own self and taking their own pictures and all this. They ain't paying me no attention, which I personally love. It doesn't bother me none. I don't want to be bothered when I'm working out. I like to put my headphones on, do what I'm doing, and focus on what I'm doing, and that's it. So here's, I'm gonna get this stuff edited, get to the gym, and I'll check back in with y'all after the gym. Whew, we're done in the gym. I did 40 minutes on the treadmill, and then I did 35 minutes on the bike. Nice cardio. It's 8:30 now. I have a little over 5,600 steps. We're gonna go home. What is that? We're gonna go home and feed Buddy, my Pomeranian, and let Loki out of his kennel, and then we will get the day started. I've got to wash the bed sheets today, and we'll just see what we get into. I'm gonna try to hold off until at least 9:30 to eat breakfast. I'm a little hungry right now, but not too bad, and I'm gonna work on the rest of my Alani. I've drank about half of it before my workout. I went to Walmart and Kroger last night. Didn't record a video. I was just trying to get the stuff in the fridge and get it done because it was pretty late last night when I went to the store. To try those lime waters by Better Goods. They're like the Walmart brand. It was only a little over $3 for, I think that was a 12-pack. It might have been a 6-pack or an 8-pack, something like that. I can't remember how many it was. Buy those. I'm not going to have coffee today because I've had the Alani. So, not going to have coffee. But my plan is to have 2 eggs, a piece of sourdough toast, avocado, half an avocado. I think that's what I went ahead and tracked for today. Last night, after I got all the groceries, I went ahead and tracked my food for today. I'm tracking with MyFitnessPal. If you have a better tracker recommendation, let me know. Especially one where I can scan barcodes and not have to pay for the subscription, because I'm not paying for no subscription. Sorry, I try to live on a budget. We're trying to save money right now because we have about $26,000 with a credit card debt that we want to pay off. So, I want to get all that paid off by the end of 2026. That is my goal. So, I'm really trying to not spend any extra money. And yes, like, did I need Alani's? No. But, you will see in my grocery haul, I don't get, like, you'll see in my grocery hauls and my coming what I eat in a days that I'm not somebody that snacks a lot. I'm really trying to eat 80-20, like whole foods. So I'm really trying to get in fruits. I don't like a lot of vegetables. I know that's bad. Broccoli and green beans are about the only vegetables that I'm going to eat. And that is what it is. That's enough yapping. Let's get going, and because the man that's sitting next to me is staring at me. I don't think he can hear me, but yeah, let's get going. Okay, girls, I'm ready for breakfast. It's 10:28. Ignore the things hanging in the background. We have a washer dryer combo in our camper, but I don't use the dryer function because I hang all of our clothes. I primarily hung everything when we had a sticks and bricks, so I just do that now. So if you ever see clothes hanging in the background of videos, that's life. I'm gonna go ahead and have a banana while I'm cooking because I'm pretty hungry. All right, let's get our stuff. Avocado, eggs, sourdough, cottage cheese. I bought these chicken apple sausages. I've never had these before. I'm not gonna have them today because I've already tracked my breakfast, but these are 160 calories for 1 link and 14 grams of protein, so that's pretty good. These were pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It was a little over $5, and that was at Walmart for one of these. But if I only do 1 link, that is 4 breakfasts. So if you're looking at it like that, that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 1 slice of this, and I am gonna weigh it because 43 grams, it says 1 slice is supposed to be 43 grams, it's 90 calories, but always weigh it because you never really know how much it's gonna weigh. And I'm somebody that, since I weigh my food, I do not weigh my food every day, but that's what I'm trying to work on, is to be better about just diligently weighing my food. And my biggest tip for that is to either, like I'm doing, have the banana while I'm cooking, you know, like a healthy kind of thing that's already planned on going along with my meal, and eat that if you're super hungry while you're cooking it, because you know you gotta weigh it. It's gonna take a little longer. We gotta cook it. It's not gonna take a long time to cook this stuff, but it takes a minute to weigh it. So, or if you're somebody that, you know, you can be like, oh, I'm getting hungry, I know it's going to take me a minute to weigh my stuff, let me go ahead and, you know, weigh everything, cook it, and do all the things. However you want to do it. I'm not having any meat with this. I am going to kind of go to the middle of the sourdough to get a bigger piece. Okay, and what did it say? 43 grams. So I got it on grams. Zero it out. See, that piece is 56 grams. So let me get my notebook. Usually what I do is I just go ahead and calculate it into my phone, but I'm using my phone to film right now because I've got my SD card for my camera in the computer. So I'm just going to jot it down really quick. So for my sourdough, it's 56.6. And I will have the calories and everything, like the screenshot from MyFitnessPal on the screen so that you can see what the calories and everything are. toaster, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this straight in the pan with a little bit of butter, and literally about a little bit, like just enough to coat the pan. I'm not trying to put a whole lot. Here is the lime sparkling water that I got that I wanted to try, and then I also got a peaches and cream Olipop. I've never had this before. I've tried a couple of different Olipops and wasn't a fan, but I was just like, you know what, we'll give this one a try. With my eggs, I do put a hefty amount of pepper, and I try to just do a little bit of salt. For the cottage cheese, I am going to do the serving size, which is 113 grams. And then I'm going to do 2 of these medium eggs. Then I'm going to do half of this avocado. So I'll come back when it's all assembled. All right, I've got this half of this banana, and here is my gorgeous breakfast. I got something on my foot. I took the sourdough, cut it in half so you think you're getting more, the 2 eggs, cottage cheese, and then the avocado. Bam. This is gonna be delicious. I'll check back with you on a little bit. It is 2:30. I'm gonna have a few of these oranges that I prepped. They're just the mandarin oranges from Walmart, but I love to pre-peel them and then put them in the fridge so they get good and cold. Just a little bit of snack, and I'm working on my 3rd tumbler of water. Okay, it's 3 o'clock now, and I'm feeling pretty hungry. Let me turn the flash on. That didn't really help anything, but this looks kind of good. Okay, there we go. This is leftover Mexican from last night. It is grilled chicken, rice, cheese with onions, bell peppers, that kind of thing. I've tracked it the best that I can. So I'm going to have this as a lunch, and then I'll check back in with y'all at dinner time. I do want to try this Better Goods Lime Sparkling Water. So let's open it up and try it as an afternoon bubbly drink. Kind of smells good, kind of smells like feet. Kind of just tastes like water. It doesn't have a strong lime flavor, but I kind of like it because it's something different. Also, it's in the can. You know, you get the whole gist of thinking you're drinking a soda kind of thing. So I like them. They had several other flavors, so I'll definitely get some more flavors of these, but so far I like these. But it doesn't have like a strong lime taste, so like don't get this thinking that it's gonna be super limey, because it's not. Okay, y'all, I've already showered and put on an oversized tee to go to bed, but for dinner I did have that mini Taylor Farm salad kit with rotisserie chicken on top, and I had 1 boiled egg in there as well. I drank my gallon of water for the day. Here are my calories for the day and everything I had to eat, and I will have all the links down below: my Amazon storefront, my Facebook page, my TikTok, my Instagram, all those places. You can find me there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.